Hey everyone, thanks for watching. For this video, I want to talk about how TTV Dabbing, Krazyflips, and myself got our map, Harmony Hotel, onto the block. And then maybe how you can get your map onto the block also. Before I get started on this video, I'd just like to say this is going to be the main YouTube channel for all things TTV Dabbing related. So if you like his streams, just remember you can find highlight reels here in the future and just general videos pertaining to his streaming over there on Twitch. So the format for this video is going to be, first I'm just going to let you guys know exactly what we did to get our map, Harmony Hotel, onto the block. After that, I'm going to go through a few tips, tricks, things to keep in mind if you're trying to get your map onto the block. So the first thing we did, of course, is made a map. And so we did this with 3 people. TTV Dabbing was the owner of the map. It's on his profile. Then there's TTV Krazyflips, or just Krazyflips, and myself, Shatter. Once the map was made, I went into theater mode and I took clips of, the different areas of the map, trying to pretty much show off what made the map unique. And then I edited those clips together and made, a 2-minute trailer for the map. And that was kind of our submission. After the video was made, I uploaded it here on my YouTube channel. I just gave the name of the map, Harmony Hotel, and followed it with hashtag Fortnite block party. And that used to be how you made a submission, is you put hashtag Fortnite block party on the social media platform that you put your submission on. But I think since then the process has changed a little bit. I believe now there's actually a submission page that you go to submit your creation. So I will put that in the description. Once you've submitted your map through that page, you can expect them to get back to you if they like your submission and want to use it on the block. From there, they'll give you the steps to become a approved creator if you're not already. And once that is all set up, then they can use it on the block. There are some things you should keep in mind if you want to get your map onto the block. First of all, you should follow the code of conduct. There'll be a link to that in the description below if you want to check it out. But basically, be pretty PC about things. Try to avoid drugs and alcohol references in your map. Don't do anything inappropriate. It's pretty self-explanatory, but if you really don't know, then you can go look. I would also just pay attention to the guidelines that Epic gave for creative content submissions. I'll also leave a link for that in the description. I recommend you guys go look at it. All in all, it just describes what would make for a good and fun map to play on. And not only that, also a map that has kind of its own style to it. Pick a theme and then make sure you add enough unique, distinguishable locations that people can call out and that make for good strategic gameplay. And to a certain extent, this part is subjective, but it's also objective in a lot of ways, and that is you're gonna just want to make sure your map looks nice. So don't be using wood, metal, or brick to make your map. You should be ideally you'll be going through some of the prefabs and the galleries that are given to you in the inventory and the creative inventory menu. And these will have nicer looking pieces to use for like staircases, walls that actually look like proper building structures. You're going to want to make sure that your map has its own unique theme. For example, our map, Harmony Hotel, was this Chinese Lunar New Year's Festival style hotel. It may not be the same now, but I know that back when we made Harmony Hotel, there were so many assets that looked great, such as like floor pieces, walls, staircases, etc., that were only found in certain prefabs, like the club prefab or the ice castle prefab. These prefabs had some really nice, unique items that we were able to put into Harmony Hotel to make it look better and to use over gallery equivalents that we could find. I would recommend checking through the club. The club has some really nice looking wooden floors in there. Before you settle on a theme, just make sure that given the guidelines and given the items that you have available to you in creative mode, that your idea is feasible and that your theme and your map is feasible to be made with what you're given. You don't want to get halfway through a project just to realize that it isn't possible to make what you're going for given the restrictions you have. So for Harmony Hotel, it was Dabbing, Krazyflips, and myself making it, and having 3 people working on it made a huge difference. I don't think it would have been the same if it was just Dabbing working on it, and I don't think it would have even happened without him. So it really took the team, I would say, to make it what it is. And if you have good friends that are reliable and that like to build and like to be creative, it can be a really fun experience to work with friends. And it's always good to maybe have an odd number. For us, we had 3, and that allowed us to kind of vote for controversial decisions, whether or not we would do a certain idea. And you can make one of these maps by yourself if you are very diligent about it and you have a lot of perseverance, but keep in mind that Harmony Hotel took the 3 of us 100 hours, all of us working on it for 100 hours to finish it. And that's just an estimate, but the point is it took a very long time. And so if you're going to do it by yourself, you're going to have to streamline some things where you're going to be spending a couple 100 hours to make a really solid block submission. Then again, we could just be trash at building maps and take forever to do it. So overall, it was just a lot more fun to do with friends. And if I haven't really made this point clear, you're going to just have to accept that if you want to make a map that gets onto the block, it is going to take you many hours to do it. If you are going to be working with a group, make sure that they're really close friends and that you play with them often, because only one of you is going to get the map in their name in the game. So if you saw with Harmony Hotel, that block, it was TTV Dabbing. I'm sure plenty of you have seen it. And for us, that was okay, because honestly, he did put the most work into it, so it made sense for it to be on his account, and so he gets most of the credit. But, you know, we always play with him in Fortnite and on squads, so his success is really our success also. So for us, that's fine. But that is something you should keep in mind if you're doing it with other people, is make sure that you actually know them really well and you associate with them, because if not, somebody's going to get burned. One other thing to keep in mind is that Epic has the ability to put certain changes into the map to make it work better. So for our map, originally there was a huge open cavern underneath the main temple, because the temple was raised and we can't just put into ground, solid ground underneath it. We kind of just left an open pocket there. But what Epic did is they came in and they put in foundation, or like concrete that you might see in Tilted Towers if you try to break down around the buildings. And that stuff you can't break. And so now when you go in the game, there isn't any awkward gaps or anything. So as long as you have like easily recognizable pockets that people aren't supposed to be able to access and they're near the ground, Epic can just kind of incorporate that foundation there so that it's not awkward gameplay wise. I guess the point there is that Epic does have the ability to come in and make some changes if it makes your map better or function better. That's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you found it helpful or informative, a like would be appreciated. If you'd like to see more content on my channel, please subscribe. I am still trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing for content on this channel. It's going to be involving gameplay from TTV Dabbing and his streams, as well as my own gameplay, but I still need to figure out exactly what topics I might be discussing or how I might be formatting these videos. So any feedback on that would be appreciated. If you want to see more gameplay from dabbing, Krazyflips, and myself, as well as talk with us over a live chat, you can do so over at TTV Dabbing Stream on Twitch, as well as Krazyflips Stream on Twitch. Once again, just make sure to check those links below. I hope that you find them helpful, and good luck with your submissions to the blog. Thank you guys for watching.